Hi, beloveds. This is Tamala, your empowerment priestess, and thank you so much for joining me today for this wonderful topic about what happens when you lose your cool, when you get upset, when you get pissed off, when you lose your shit, whatever you want to call it. What do you do to recover from that? Please make sure that you remember to download the Love Warrior prayer that was given to me by Archangel Michael back in 2017. So it is a powerful prayer about learning how to give yourself love and project love into the world, which is really what we need right now. So you can download that for free, and I will put the link below. So what do you do when you lose your cool? What is the best way for you to find your center and come back into a place of personal integrity? Well, the first thing you likely want to do is to get by yourself. Because if you're still in that moment, in that present, in that energy of chaos or disruption or upset, it might be more difficult for you to do the following steps. So step one is to get by yourself. Now, step two is something that we're learning in the Living a Congruent Life training, and I'll put the link below in case you want to check that out. But the best thing that we can do to release emotions and thoughts that don't serve us anymore is we breathe through our feet. And I know this may sound weird, but try it and see, because it definitely works. And what you want to do is you want to take a couple of deep breaths in, try to calm your heart rate if you're anxious or angry or frustrated, right? And allow yourself to center as much as you can and bring those thoughts, those emotions, and allow them to go all the way down to your feet and out into Mother Earth. And what happens is when you begin to breathe in your feet, and so when you take a deep breath, you inhale all the way to the bottoms of your feet, and you'll feel the bottoms of your feet tingling, and that's when you know that you're there. And so what you do is you continue to breathe this way until you feel the bottoms of your feet tingling. And once you do, those circuits, those areas on the bottom of your feet are open. When they're tingling, that means they're open. And so what you're going to do then is bring the thoughts and the emotions that you don't want anymore down through your body and out your feet. And it may take you some practice to learn how to do this, because I try to breathe through my feet every single day, because it does connect me to Mother Earth and allows me to let go of the things that don't serve me and to welcome up the energy and the nutrients and all the wonderful things that Mother Earth has that she can provide to me and to us. So what happens when we're breathing through our feet is we're engaged, we're connected, we're grounded, and we have the ability to just relax for a moment. And if we can bring ourselves to the point where we can relax in the midst of chaos, anxiety, disruption, anger, frustration, hurt, any of that, then we've won this particular battle. Now, step three is to remember that this is about you and nobody else. So in your thoughts and in your emotions, if you're lashing out at other people, if you're screaming, if you're crying, if you're doing all of that, then that needs to be felt and expressed. But make sure that when you've stepped away and you're releasing, you're not continuing to nag or gripe or complain or blame the other person, because this process that you're doing is entirely about you. Step number four is you decide that This is a feeling or a thought process or an experience that you don't want to have anymore. And the first step in doing that is acknowledging what you feel. I feel angry, frustrated, hurt. I want to blame this person. I want to argue and scream and yell and stomp my feet. I want to terminate the relationship. I want to tell them to go F off, right? Whatever it is, acknowledge what you feel. And this may be something that you can do verbally in a room by yourself. You may be able to take a pillow and scream into that pillow. You may need to write it out in a purge journal. But you need to acknowledge how you feel. This is not about pushing down. It's not about pushing away. It's literally about acknowledging what you feel and then being able to release it so that you're not holding it on anymore. And so acknowledge it. I feel this way. I acknowledge that I feel this way. I'm not going to judge whether or not it's appropriate for me to feel this way, but I just freaking feel this way. And I don't want to feel this way anymore. And so when you get to that decision, then we get to move on to the next step. You can call these feelings, these emotions, these experiences in front of you and say, I acknowledge you. I understand I'm hurt. I understand I'm angry. I understand this triggered an old wounding. I understand this. I see this, but only if you see it. If you don't see it, it's not going to work. Okay. You're not bullshitting yourself here. You're actually completing a process. So if you understand where the hurt is coming from, if you understand why you're angry and triggered this about you, not about the other person, if you understand, you can say, I understand why I feel hurt here because of the betrayals that I've experienced in the past, because of the ways that I didn't stand up for myself in those experiences, because of the things that I didn't stand up for myself in this current experience. And it made me angry and it triggered this old wounding. And I don't want to feel this anymore. So I'm calling this anger and this wounding here in front of me. And I'm acknowledging that you've existed. Thank you for your service because you've kept me safe up until this point. Thank you for that. I don't need you anymore. I release you. Goodbye. And this is a powerful, powerful process. And we use this a lot in the Living a Congruent Life training. And it works for everything. Step number 6 is to decide that you meant what you just did, that you meant that you wanted to release that and let that go forever. Because those thoughts and those emotions are going to continue to try to be in your experience. And you're not going to say, push away, push away, push away. You're not going to do that. Instead, what you're going to do is say, no, I've already released that. I've already released that. Anytime those feelings come, no, I've already released that. It's not mine anymore. What I'm feeling right now is a habit. What I'm thinking right now is just a habit. And I'm going to break this habit of going to these mental and emotional places because I choose to not be that person anymore. I choose not to be the person that is having that experience anymore. So what I'm doing is I'm validating that I have released this. And you may have to say that whole process to yourself in whatever words that are supportive for you. But it's really important to understand that just because you release it the first time, it doesn't mean it's gone yet. Because you have to train your mental body and your emotional body to mean that it's gone. And so you got to break the habit. You got to break the habit. You got to break the habit over and over and over and over and over until it's broken. And the only person that can do that is you. And the way you break that habit is when those thoughts and emotions come up, you go, I've already released that. I've already released it. I don't need it anymore. Thank you. And you don't engage with it. You don't think about it anymore. You don't feel about it anymore. It's done. And step number 7 is to offer yourself love. Because all of this process about being upset, being chaotic, being anxious, being wounded, learning, acknowledging, releasing, all of that is the process that we're here on earth to do. So don't get tangled up in I shoulda, coulda, woulda, or poor me, or I missed it, or any of those things, because it is the process we're here to do. So encourage yourself and give yourself love and go, hey, I'm working on this. I'm doing my own work. I'm changing me. I'm changing my life, and I'm changing my experience. Don't forget to download your Love Warrior Prayer. I hope this has been supportive for you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload content every Wednesday. And also make sure that you like it, check the little thumbs up, and comment below and let me know your thoughts or any areas that trip you up. I'm also going to talk about next week on how to clear energy with other people. So make sure that you check us out for that one.